Hey gang, how goes it? How goes it? We are here today with some Homestuck for episode 5, once again. And this time I need no introduction. We're just gonna get down to brass tacks. Gonna get down in the nitty gritty with no room for foolish ridiculousness. Nothing of the sort. You know? It's all business over here. All action, all the time. So, back to. Oh, I did not look up anything about Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, unfortunately. Um, but it doesn't matter. I didn't know when I was reading it, and it doesn't matter. Just just whatever. But we are gonna start reading. We'll just read one. Here's what we'll do. We'll read one with each episode. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff introducing the new friend, Jerome. Bro, I told you, dog. Bro, have you seen my socks around anywhere? No, dude. Again, with the socks. What is it even with you and socks, man? It's like you must be token up on a joint to make you stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves all their socks lying around like that. Ah! The sock ruse was a distraction. Distraction. I have the car. He drove the car into the water. You know, I don't know which one is Sweet Bro or which one is Hella Jeff. I guess Sweet Bro is the blue shirt guy. And also the new friend, Jerome, um, didn't do anything. So I don't know what's up with that. But I don't know. Alright. John. Pursue adversary into that room. And even meanwhile are in the present sort of. Once again, the slippery antagonist eludes you. You only find more of these unpleasant, oily smears. Someone is pestering you. Both your PDA and computer register the message. So as a brief recap, last episode we met Dave, and now we're cutting back and forth between perspectives of Dave before John entered the medium and John while he's in the medium. And also Rose, who is in the same time span as John in the present, whereas with Dave, we're slightly in the past. Okay. This chum will know what to do. Next page. Show Pestalog. John is talking to TG. Alright, I'm out of my room now looking for my bro's game. Oh, good. Yeah, there's no sign of Rose yet. I hope she's okay. Well, if she comes back, I'll be ready. You better know what you're talking about, 'cause this could get ugly. Brought my phone, and I also took my awesome katana with me, in case things get too hot to handle, and they always do. You mean that cheap piece of shit you have on your wall? F you. It's sharp, and it's awesome, and it's a sword. End of story. Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my room again. I really think there's someone else in this house, like monsters or something. Howie? Haha, I wish. Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house. You're in some weird evil monster dimension. Come on. Skepticism is the crutch of cinematic troglodytes. Like, hey mom, dad, there's a dinosaur or a ghost or whatever in my room. Yeah, right, Junior. Go back to bed. Fuck you, mom and dad. How many times are we going to watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once I'd like to see a dad crap his pants when a kid says there's a vampire in his closet. Oh shit, everyone in the minivan. Be fucking dad of the year right there. Okay, stop. What do I do? What? What do you have? A hammer? Man, so lame. Okay, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your Silodex. My bro is always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you're Fighting some monsters left and right, you don't have much choice. Okay, I guess I can read up on data structures some more. How's it going there? I'm out in the living room. He's usually here, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind games. He's always pulling this ninja shit. All I see is Lil Cal over there, so I guess he can't be far. Ha ha ha. Oh god. So lame. What? See, I just don't know why you think it's cool. His ventriloquist rapping thing. Oh, Lil Cal? No, man. Lil Cal is the shit. That's fine. You are entitled to your opinion. I am just saying that being a white guy who is a rapper with a ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination or by any definition of word cool, ironic or otherwise. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, bullshit. Cal is dope. Puppets are awesome. John Egbert blows. The end. Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm going to read. Good luck with your bro. Oh, Lil Cal. First mention. We don't know what he is or what he looks like yet, though. Oh, my bird is yapping. My apologies. Next page. Read your book. Stay wary of these foes. Pfft, monsters. Only R-word babies who poop in their diapers believe in that stuff. Who's this little guy? I don't know. Ooh, an animation. Rose. Youth roll right out the front door. Oh. Strife! You're gonna wanna watch this. I love this song. It's fire. Agreed. Some real Sparta stabbing needles. Blotto parry. Aggress. Passive. Is this the same animation? No. Empty suicide threat. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's terrible. Observe. Guardian rubric. Oh, a pony. A horse? A beautiful pony. Ironic indulgence. Oh, that's funny. Rose does not want the beautiful pony. Abstain. Guardian rubric. Ironic negligence. Trying to give auto Perrier. Trying to give Rose her martini, and she's like, no, I have sparkling water. I think it's all the same animations. And then there we have the little squid, which is an emblem on her t-shirt. It looks like we're fighting at a standstill, but this music is aggrieved by Mark Hadley. It's fire. Alright, next clip. Next panel. It looks like Mom has satisfied her S-Strife quota for the day. She simply returns to her housework. No point going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back, like you originally planned. That was it. We just fought, and then she just, like, lost interest in us, I guess. But I like this pony. Rose. First, be the pony. Second, trample Mom. You can't be this stupid pony, and frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. Her name is Maplehoof. That's a nice horse. We love Maplehoof. John, turn around! Oh, data structures for assholes. Chapter 7. God damn it, why do I even bother? This is a nice page of data structures for assholes, which John is doing. The narration says, you're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters. And now I'm going to read what John is reading. The good news, chapter 7, God damn it, why do I even bother? The good news. Finally, your revolting incompetence can be put to use. Instead of accidentally firing a Silodex full of steak knives into a priceless oil painting or your beloved great-aunt, you can turn that fumbling fury towards one of your foes, such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. The bad news, I'm tired of explaining myself hoarse to you gibbering fuckwads. In this chapter, I will be phoning it in with the liberal use of diagrams and shitty clip art. What are you going to do about it? You are going to wriggle in your own viscous secretions like the worms you are. That's what. Here, Learn something for a change. So globe goes into the Sylladex and then shoot a cinder block out of the Sylladex at a monster. And at the bottom of it, there's the asshole notes. Purse your lips together to form a stiff pucker. Apply them firmly to my rear end. I now pronounce you man and wife. Now get in the kitchen and make my ass some dinner. Oh, God. I guess I don't... This is one of those experiences where it's like reading it is just uncomfortable, but it's like, yeah, you're writing that as an asshole. That sure is what an asshole would say. I guess that's fair. Shrug. I'm shrugging. I wish I could make my little bird shrug. I don't know. All right. Then we got the next page with some exclamation points. I guess WV is worried about John. Fine. You'll interrupt your reading and turn around. But you don't see what could possibly be so... Oh my god, it's a monster. Oh, and then we're getting the blurry pixelization of starting a strife. And now we have an animation. Exclamation points. Oh, snap. Shale, imp. Don't move or the bunny gets it. He's punching the bunny. And we're bringing out our hammer. Aggrieve. Put the bunny back in the box. Oh, and we fell over. And weren't even able to hit him with the sledgehammer. And now the imp is just punching the bunny more. That's horrible. This song rules though. I'm really cranking down the desktop audio, so it's not too bad. Alright, Rose, exit. Because I guess John just got wiped. Back to Rose. You leave through the You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer, which distributes electricity from the underground generator powered by the river flowing beneath your house. The transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd rather just play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there. Rose, use the umbrella. Oh, and she grabs the umbrella and everything falls out of the Sylladex. Devastating. You regather your items and begin the soggy Trek mausoleum word. Another flash animation. Get up, John. This is no time for slumber. Oh, we're back into the fight. Oh, and now there's controls. Arrow keys. WASD to walk, spacebar to attack. Oh, sweet. And they just fully programmed the little game. I can run around as John here. Bop, 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 bop. Get him. Oh, he hit me back. My health vial. Oh, that's it, I guess. That's the end of it. Okay, Rose, forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum. Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet. Ugh, Rose is having a hard time. Oh, the forest is burning. Well, there's a lot of images here, not a lot of words. John, salvage your weapon and fight on. Another animation. We're back. Strife, again. And if we pick up... Ooh. We can pick up a bunch of different pieces of stuff and it ejects things at the imp. So we picked up our sledgehammer head and it shot a mannequin. We pick up the mannequin broken pieces and it shoots a telescope. Pick up the telescope, it shoots a towel. Pick up the towel and shoots the... Oh! The thing... I don't know, the dial. We'll pick that back up. But it bounced back at us. Oh, our PDA! He blocked our PDA! We're gonna catch... Oh, sweet catch! Whoa! We won! I guess we ejected the sledgehammer thing finally, and it got him. Oh, and we can pick up all our loot. Build grist, shale, some gushers. That's not gushers, it's just... Sweet. Oh, and that's the end of it. We can't pick up our bunny yet. You said, put the bunny back in the box! Now, why couldn't he put the bunny back in the box? Now exult, victory, spoils are yours. Nice one, John. Oh, and he's got his arms. Ooh, the echelon. Climb to rung Juvisquirt. Climb to rung Plucky Tot. So we moved from the green tyke up the echelon. We became a Juvisquirt and then also a Plucky Tot. And we got some gel viscosity plus 10, our cash limit plus 20, and we got some boon dollars. And John's doing a happy little dance. The amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your echelon. You are now a Plucky Tot with a new feather in your cap to show for it. The echelon rewards your bold ascent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel viscosity and cash limit. And that's great. Good for John. By expanding your cash limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shale. What about that card? Oh, and some new different materials have unlocked that we don't know what they are. It seems the shale imp has allocated the bunny to its strife specibus. Sort of a stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your strife deck while you're at it. It will, at the very least, be safer there. Okay. We'll put the bunny in our strife's portfolio. I guess you can have multiple strife specibes, which I didn't know. Oh, and without the hammerhead, our hammer kind strife specibus changed to handle kind. You group the 2 specibi in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one. Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer. Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice it in the heat of the battle. You grabbed the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figure. Now repair the hammer. You merge the sledgehammer head with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammer kind abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since of course handles of any sort are no longer to belong in there, obviously. Alright, so we're back to hammer kind. Fine, now what? Dave is pestering you, but you don't have time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something is amiss in your room, and you can't quite put a finger on it. Back to Rose. Rose, hurry and deactivate the generator. Wait, hold on. I want to go back and see if we can tell what's wrong with John's room, and I don't think we can. Alright, we got some images of Rose. She's up in the mausoleum. You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It of course would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. Generator safety is everyone's business. Rose, defile tomb. Sorry, Jaspers. Have to make space for the laptop. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. You should have decomposed years ago under a bed of petunias like a normal cat, not given to a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny custom-tailored suit and then stuffed into a coffin built for infants. Ugh, it's heavy. Rose, plug in your laptop. Oh, poor Jaspers. What a cute little red nose. Alright. Rose is back online. With John. She can see John hanging out. You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, but you're not about to get bent out of shape about it. You have bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. And there's John. What on earth is he up to now? The door, John. Look at the door. You're right. Didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and prop it on your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar. Oh, did that even happen? I literally didn't even remember that. Whoops. Incredibly alarming. Investigate. Hoo 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 hoo. Ah! The old water bucket on the door prank. S. What? This is so outrageous. Uh-oh. It's Nana Quinn. By Mark Hadley. That's our sprite. Terrifying. Rose, pester John. So here we have an image of Dave pestering John. Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? Sorry, no, that's Dave pestering Rose. So now Dave and Rose are talking. Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? No. For now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence. Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there, so I'm working on that now. Working on it? Yeah, my bro's copy. Long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little. You're referring to your brother's collection? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool and all. The semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far, and it's kind of fucked up. I've seen his websites. I like them. Haha. Well, well, you would. Oh man, I wish Lil Cal wouldn't look at me like that, with those dead eyes. Jesus. Excuse me. Sometimes I dream that he's real, and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out. Interesting. Oh god, why did I just tell you my dream? You're gonna have a field day with that. I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies. Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me. He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown. Ha 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 ha. Alright, later. I'm out. Interrogate this mad woman. Back to John. Show sprite log. Whoa. Look, John is conversing with, Nana Sprite. John says, and it actually says John's name. This is weird. This is strange to me. But I'll come back to the why later. Like, much later. So much later that it probably won't be relevant to anybody. Nana? Yes, dear. Oh, yeah, I guess that's gonna be my Nana voice. Whatever. Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Hoo hoo hoo. Well, I guess it was a really great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dead Nana? Of course, John. I have come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I am delighted to see what a fine young man you have turned out to be, just like your father. Okay, I guess I will take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when you died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him. Next. Oh, it's John's dad. He's battling two imps. But that was before there was ink everywhere. And now, there's ink in the kitchen. So I guess he's gone. Nana Sprite says, your father was kidnapped. Oh no. When you crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness, which your presence here has awakened. What? Okay, so what is the medium you were talking about? It is where we are now, a realm that is a ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the incipisphere? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The incipisphere? I guess I'm gonna call it that, incipisphere. A place untouched by the flow of time in your universe. You mean because we're inside a computer, or in the game software, or something? A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption? Like the horseless auto boxcar? Well, it's like this machine that, hoo hoo hoo, of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg. Hoo hoo hoo. Oh, okay. No, John. You are not inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines in a way is served to invoke this realm's instance. Yet it stands independently of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically, always has. I'm not sure I get it, but alright. So, what do I actually need to be doing here? I think it would be best if we started with the big picture. First mention of paradox, I think. That feels like it's going to be... Well, paradoxes are just, it's a part of the non-linearity of things. Alright. Animation. Go on. Skies of Skya. Ooh, this is a nice animation. It's all curtains all the time. Here we go. Show the sprite log. I don't know if I should just watch this. It's kind of soothing, so I think I just want to watch this first, and then I'll read it. Oh. Animation's done. Above the medium, beyond the 7 gates, residing at the core of the Inciposphere, is a place known as Skya. Legend holds that Skya exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I'm afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. Woohoo! But needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. Dude, this music is gas. Mark Hadley cooks. I'm just enjoying listening to this. Alright, so now we're getting into the structure of Esper. Next arrow. And as it so happens, at the center of this realm whose fate is in question, these very forces duel on a stage, stuck in eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you showed up. Me? Next arrow. So we got 2 kings on a chessboard, each unable to checkmate the other. But it looks like the black king is always making the first move, and the white king is always running away. And that does feel relevant. Excuse me. So, this is the animation of the sprite kernel that split up when John first got here. Ooh. And there is a very important place. John. Me? Ooh, another important place. This is an important flash animation. Oh. It's the sprites, once they turned into jesters, everybody became jesters, and instead of just being just the king, it turned into a full chessboard where the chess pieces are starting to battle it out. John says, Me? Nana Sprite. Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatching. You see, this hatching occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The results is a pair of kernels, one dark, one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before the hatch. One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over 2 respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is when the game is afoot. The true war begins, light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose, without exception. A quest of futility, then. Next. And here we have a flash animation with the arrow pointing to the gates that are above John's house. John says, "Wow, really? Then what's the point?" "That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle." "Whoa!" "For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skya and pass through the first gate, situated directly above your house, not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you had better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills." "How am I supposed to get up there?" "You build." Arrow! Exclamation point. John looks all happy. "Okay, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant? Well, I don't know. That all sounds kind of weird. But in any case, we build the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad." "Yes, John. And then after that, we solve this ultimate riddle thing and save Earth from destruction." "Oh no, I'm afraid not." Question mark? John is dancing more sad. "Your planet is done for, dear. There is nothing you can do about that." "Oh. Your purpose is so much more important than saving that silly old planet, though." "And that is?" "Hoo hoo hoo hoo." "Yes, I will have to agree with the flow tag about that." John looks so sad. Ew, and then she goos through the wall. "John, you are such a good boy. I know you will succeed." "Thanks, Nana." "You are a good boy, and good boys deserve treats." "Hooray!" "I am going to bake you some cookies." John, ... "The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her." Betty Crocker. Oh, god damn it, that's just what you need. More baked goods. "John, you do not say no to cookies. I command you to get them." You totally abjure the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring, you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pester you this whole time. Rose, hit John in the head with the box to get his attention. You give John a swift drubbing in the noggin, but he is undeterred. That is some fit he is throwing. Next arrow. Perhaps you will take this spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your Game Facts walkthrough/journal. It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already there. Next arrow. Rose puts on a face of determination with Jaspers. "Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault you're in this mess in the first place, so he can just button it." John, "Cookies, now!" You refuse outright. "This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies." Well, when you put it so politely, how can John decline? "John, you are stupid." You really need to do work on your manners. Oh, John looks so sad. "Stupid, stupid, dumb." That's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid. John's flipping us off. "For the last time, I command you to get the cookies, boy." It's just not going to happen, buddy. Years in the future. But really not enough time to write home about. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke. And he accidentally turns off the caps lock. And here we go. Let's jump over to the future. Oh, Wayward Vagabond is hanging out, and a compartment opens, and a bunch of things spill out. WV looks shocked. There's no words here, so you might just want to look. "Beans and mustard, and a book on human etiquette." And this symbol is kind of pulled from Problem Sleuth. It's kind of a reference. There's like so many callbacks that it's not really worth pointing them all out, but it's fun. He found a thing on human etiquette. That's nice. Next. Alright, so now we're back to Rose's Game Facts. Oh, and we unlocked album 1 of the Homestuck music. That's sweet. I didn't know they have the little achievements like that, so I guess we can just go check out the rest of that. Alright, Tentacle Therapist is updating. This is a lot of text, so here we go. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you to not bother with the prototyping process. If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. And if you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, which, if followed, would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the kernel sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the medium. Also, if prototyped with one or two sufficiently, albeit loosely, humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have this all explained to you by an apparitional guide through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping elements engenders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you have made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite, well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and I will go into this further soon. Though to what extent this actually is bad news, I'm not sure. I only know the result of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before the departure and once after. Which brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom guide, so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items, such as a brass door knocker and your father's pornography collection. Actually, that might be interesting. If you are struck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So yes, you can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce this effect on the medium I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate that there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Tiers of prototyping in relation to departure. Both before, one after, both after, only one either before or after, or none. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process, and your guide, i.e. the spirit. Those occurring after will the sprite, not the spirit. Those occurring after will only affect the sprite. The effects this process has on the medium, or more globally, the incipisphere, are still vague to me. They have to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, and generally all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of this game, which again I derive through extrapolation. We appear to be engaging an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set of parameters, and a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template, and evolves with the player's actions, and likely it further evolves with the addition of more host/client connections, and thus more prototyped kernels. I regret to say I can't be more specific than that, without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however. Questions concerning the kernel sprite, which I've raised implicitly already, such as what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or this is relevant, by the way, that question. What is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium? Or a doubly prototyped kernel, for that matter. And even more salient are questions about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete their departure? Or is a unique blank instance of this dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There is no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in the realm seem singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess that every separate client-server pair activates its own fresh copy of an incipisphere. Oh, she mistyped. Or a unique session, if you will. But the quantity of players is a further complication which invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client. But through a mishap, My co-player and I have slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement, and the only logical course of action is to continue playing is to string a daisy chain of server-client connections together, until, presumably, the chain is complete. Theoretically, we could complete this chain with only one other player, functioning as the server to my client and the client to my current co-player's server, assuming he can recover it. The strange thing is, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles for divided kernels, not 3. Does this mean that we are destined to have a 4-player chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does, and if this proves to be the case, I trust I will be sufficiently numbed to the realization. And then she crosses out all of the rest of this, but I'm going to read it. I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point, and in fact, from the first moments of play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations that I completely forgot what my original purpose with it was. I had chances to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phases, but it completely slipped my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs, securing the dark twisting paths to necromancy, were blundered into rather on accident. But perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization? Lead may be waist-deep logoric sludge. Trim down. Bleh. Rose does not love her ending. She's not finished with this yet. Jeez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone somewhere else for a while, or at the very least, somewhen else. Months in the past, but not many. We're back to Rose's house, months in the past. In winter. And Rose is chatting happily with GG, green text. Oh, and it's Rose's birthday today. She's got a blue package. Hi, happy birthday, Rose. Hello, and thanks. Did you get John's present yet? I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask about it now. I am stunned. Yeah, I know. What will you make with it? And who said it was something from which something else could be made? Well, John did tell me what it was, duh. I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks. Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say, the way that you and Dave always do. Maybe. His birthday is in a few months, isn't it? Yep, I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years. Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it. I just mailed it too, so it's sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here. I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him. I don't think you really mean that. I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into? No. Sorry, but you're hard to shop for. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you'll like better than something in a box. Oh? It's a tip. This is already... Sorry, she doesn't punctuate with apostrophes. That is central, so let me read that right. My bad. It is a tip. This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on. Did you have a pet a long time ago that died? Yes. Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot? Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat, or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings towards the animal as lukewarm. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just, what if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life? If someone told me that, I would regard the mark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you? Yes, that someone is me! I just thought you might find it interesting. So what is this game? Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later, and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They are way more into all that stuff than I am. I'll see what the word on the street is about it, in due time. For now, I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present. Dave, get katana. So now we're jumping back to the past present with Dave. You capture your katana equals 9, and prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, animation. Dave, retrieve dead bird. Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what is up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set, but won't step off. It's staring you down, like the big red eye of a hot needle, skipping on a groove it's tracing around the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like a warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to fizzle this sizzle a little bizzle. Set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. So don't change the dizzle. Turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime brizzles, waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle, and the shizzle. G's to the bizac. Now, ladies, here we gizzo. When the pimp's in the crib, ma drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. English romantic poet, John Keats. And here we see where Dave lives, at the top floor of an apartment building on a skyscraper in a humongous city. And it looks like it's raining meteors and the sky is red with fire. And we look into the red sky of the burning sun in the reflection of Dave's sick, nasty sunglasses. Dave's chilling. Dave, exit your room and go into the living room. Ugh. These puppets scare me so much. This is a complete aside, but I'm just gonna yapple about it a little bit first. When I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6, my brother made like a horror movie with a puppet that looked very much like this one in the middle here. And it scared me so much, so bad. It was a horror story that my sister and my other older brother starred in, where my sister got murdered by this haunted puppet, and then my brother like took the puppet out and like smashed it. And the movie scared me so bad that I literally would not use that bathroom in which my sister got murdered by the haunted puppet for years. It literally took me until like high school, which probably like 10 years later, to finally like actually start using that bathroom regularly. Maybe more, maybe all the way to college. Because it just freaked me out so much. So I have no love for these puppets. Specifically this one in this image. So I get where Dave's coming from in saying that they're kind of creepy. And it's a shame that he feels like he has to act like they're cool with John. But at least he can be real with Rose. Sorry, little dude. Coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you've left him hanging long enough. Dave, hastily enter the room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest where he stores Lil Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere. And with good reason, 'cause Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man. Dave, pity the fool. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a profound humorous irony. But as usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T or how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is also the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony, which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You'd never tell him that, though. Game Bro. Dave, find Lil Cal and give fist bumps. Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn about haphazardly. You guess these things are kind of cool. Sort of. Dave, play a game on the Xbox. It looks like your bro is playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of something, some totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's alright. Oh, there's a wizard puppet mannequin over here. Oh, what is that? Oh, there's a Kermit riding a Grover. And this is a weird, maybe sort of profane image of puppetry. You know, the first time I read this when I was like 15, I don't think I necessarily understood how disturbing it was, because I was like, LOL, that's so funny. I wasn't really even thinking necessarily it was like so funny, but it was just like, it's so weird. I was like, oh man, Dave's bro is just like a weird guy. But we'll talk about this more later because it gets a lot more in depth. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see you there. We be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal is the man. Look at this creepy little puppet. Dave, resist great urge to play bro's Xbox. You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacks, yo. And get this way, rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with the hook. That hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or a piece of the wall, you'll have to reset. Fuck this shit. Oh man, his poor dude bro hunger. Dave, give Lil Cal a bro fist bump. Bump. Oh man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the C-Man some props. Oh, Dave. Dave, check out your bro's sweet gear. Hustlin' fuzz. Your bro has so much sweet gear that it's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peep. Dave, look at your brother's computer. That is always a bad idea. Ah, hell no. Your bro's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course you know what the password is, and he knows you know it, and you're both cool with that, because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. You enter the password. It's a 6-letter word. You enter the password. On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene. Delirious Biznasty, Complete Bullshit, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder. And what is his background image? It looks like there's like a robot that's exploded and this like ninja robot with speakers. It's actually kind of a sick background. No puppets in sight. Dave, open Complete Bullshit. Complete Bullshit. Content aggregator. This is complete bullshit. Dave, check if Sweet Bro and Can we click on any of this? No. Check if Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff has a sweet update. Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blogs, and of course, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bans. Which one's the latest that it sends us to? Sweet Bro and Helichef. Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports. Dog, I am so jealous. You know I love the big game. Oh yeah. And there he goes. The big man has the rock. He's driving so hard through the paint downtown. Alley-oop for the slam dunk. Oh. Psh. Which comic even is this? Oh, is the one that we left off on. So there's our answer. That one was the most recent one. So we actually jumped ahead of ourselves. Number 6. Dave, mouse over the orange stripe containing plush rump. Oh no. Here's Plush Rump, the website. Puppets, puppets, puppets. Go on the free tour for all the fuzzy, fluffy, frolicsome fun you can stomach and more. Oh no. Another one of your bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar-a-year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar-a-year enterprise? Wait, Dave's bro is a billionaire because this is his website? That's crazy. I don't feel like reading all this, although I look at the live puppet chat 24/7. Foam Fiend. Hi, Softaz. / Quivers Foam Proboscis at Softaz. Limp Legs Akimbo. I bet there's a lot of give to that ass. Softass. Bounce a coin off it. It's not going anywhere. Foam Fiend. Yeah, bet that coin will take a good nap there. I can't. I can't. It's so stupid and disturbing. Puppet porn site. Dave, stop wasting time and look for Bro's beta. You guess you've messed around on his computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose. Or worse yet, your bro catches you. But my god, the rumps. They are transfixing. You know this is ironic and all, and your bro reaches echelons of irony you could only dream of daring to fathom. But on rare occasions, when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling to you. He's looking very slowly. At all this puppetry. Oh, hey. Hey there, Cal. Dave, give Lil Cal a nervous fist bump. You're sort of starting to flip the fuck out. Without losing your cool, of course. Ugh. Puppets. Puppets. Puppets everywhere. Dave, pester John to ease your nerves. You get Egbert on the line to give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot. But he's not answering. You wonder what that guy is up to. So I guess we're almost starting to catch up with when Dave is fighting and pestering. And here's what Dave is saying while John is ignoring him. Hey, what is up? What happened with the monster that is totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are still awesome. No problems with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what. Dave, pester Rose. And then this is the same conversation that Dave and Rose had previously? Yes, this is the same conversation. So, oh, there you are, blah, 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 blah. I'm not actually going to read this one because it's literally the same exact conversation, and I don't think we have any new context from Dave's perspective, except for the fact that Dave is now like, I'm starting to think that the puppets are freaking me out a little bit, but don't tell John about it. Seconds in the future, but not many. Rose is pestering John while John is freaking out. John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine. Enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Rose, deploy the punch Designix. Gonna move this piano and put it in the settings. John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shale you collected to use and finally deployed the punch Designix. It is in your study. I can only drop it, though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try? I'm updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does. John has finally pulled it together, looking out the window at all these imps. And Rose warns him. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. John is finally responding. So I can see. Stupid lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff. Oh, there you are. Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy for some reason. But my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm all right now. John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to the specibus. You're getting way better at this sort of thing. John, confront Pogo Ride to prepare yourself for Nana. Ah! Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from your bathroom window. You do not like what you see. Animation. Oh man, the imps are messing all over that thing. Click the giddy up. Use the arrow keys to operate the Pogo Ride. Go for insane combos. Those sons of bitches. No one risks painful injury on your green slime ghost Pogo Ride. No one but you. Oh, this music is loud. I'm going for insane combos, but I can't do anything to go back and forth. I can go up and down a little bit. Ooh. Boing, 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 boing. Is there any way to get any score? Oh yeah, there is. Ooh! Oh, I can submit a score. Yeah. Bird. Let's try that again. Let's see how... Oh no. Here we go. Alright, so if I just press it randomly, I don't think it... I think I have to press it on the order. Let's try this one more time. I don't really understand how to get the score. This is very mysterious to me. Go for insane. It doesn't explain it at all. I wonder what the high score in this thing was. I don't know, but it's kind of fun to play with. It has nothing to do with the speed at which you press it. Oh well. Skip. I guess 5,000 is as good as I'm gonna get. Alright, well we're almost out of time for today's episode. I'm wondering if we should call it here. Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps. Rose is moving the piano and smashing that dude with it. Oh, we totally broke the piano. Oh, he's upset. Rose, my piano! Sad face. Sorry, no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though. I guess you're right. You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist. So, that means I have to go out the back door? Yes. Is there a problem? Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies. You're right. That does sound dumb. Can you see her in the kitchen? Yeah. What's she doing? Is she baking? You could say that. Are you sure you can't get that grist up to me somehow? Maybe. Rose, use the pogo ride to fling grist through the window. Doesn't look like that grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Rose, drop pogo ride in John's bathroom. John, get the grist. There you go. Now why don't you check out the Designex? You can do that while I get to work. On what? Piano. Level up for slaying the imp. The piano, in its valiant effort, has unfortunately been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boon dollars, you have no idea. So many. Rose, it's time to build. Alright, I think this is where we're going to leave off. Rose is starting to build the house. They're making their way up to the first gate. We have started to have some semblance of a concept of what this game of Spurb is about. Spurb, whatever you want to call it. And we got a couple good flash animations. We unlocked the new music album for album 1. Act 1, I guess. Albums are sometimes kind of associated. Not really. So that's pretty hype. And I hope you enjoyed this episode and where we are in Homestuck. We made it all the way to page 484. And I will see you all next time. Peace out.